Welcome to English via AI. Imagine a giant woman made of metal. She stands tall on a small island. In her right hand, she holds a burning torch. For over 100 years, she has watched the sea. She has welcomed millions of people to a new land. Many of them arrived with nothing but hope. She is more than a statue. She is a symbol of freedom and friendship. She has become one of the most famous sights on Earth. But where did she come from? Who built her? And why? And how did she cross an entire ocean? This is the story of the Statue of Liberty. The Statue of Liberty stands in New York Harbor. She rises from a small piece of land called Liberty Island. Ships and boats pass by her every day. She is a giant statue of a woman. She wears a long, flowing robe. She looks calm, strong, and dignified. In her right hand, she lifts a golden torch. In her left arm, she holds a stone tablet. On her head sits a crown with 7 spikes. She is often called Lady Liberty. She is a symbol of the United States. But she was not born in America. Her story actually begins across the ocean. It begins in the country of France. That may sound surprising, but it is true. The Statue of Liberty was a gift. It was a gift from the people of France. They gave it to the people of the United States. But why would France give such a huge gift? The answer lies in history and friendship. The two nations shared a deep connection. Years before, France had helped America. It supported the colonies during their fight for freedom. This was during the American Revolution. France and America shared important ideas. They both believed in liberty and human rights. This bond grew stronger over time. The statue was meant to celebrate this friendship. It also celebrated the idea of freedom itself. It was a message from one nation to another. The idea for the statue came from France. A French thinker helped inspire the project. His name was Édouard de La Boulaye. La Boulaye admired the United States greatly. He loved its ideas about freedom and democracy. He wanted to honor this friendship with a great gift. A talented sculptor took up the challenge. His name was Frédéric Auguste Bartholdi. He would design and shape the statue. Bartholdi had a bold and enormous vision. He wanted to build a statue larger than most. He dreamed of a monument that would amaze the world. But such a giant dream needed a giant plan. Building it would take many years of work. It would also take great skill and money. Bartholdi worked hard on the statue's design. He wanted every part to carry meaning. Nothing about the statue was chosen by accident. He designed her as a strong, noble woman. She represents liberty and freedom. Her calm face looks out toward the sea. Her torch stands for light and hope. It shows the way toward a better future. It welcomes people searching for freedom. The tablet in her arm looks like a book. It carries the date of American independence. That date is July 4th, 1776. At her feet lie broken chains. These chains represent freedom from slavery and oppression. They show that liberty has broken free. A statue this large faced a huge problem. It could easily collapse under its own weight. It also had to survive strong ocean winds. Bartholdi needed a brilliant engineer. He turned to a famous French builder. His name was Gustave Eiffel. Eiffel later built the famous Eiffel Tower. He was a master of iron and metal. He knew how to make tall things strong. Eiffel designed a clever inner skeleton. It was a strong iron framework inside the statue. This frame would hold everything in place. The metal skin could hang on this frame. It could also move slightly in the wind. This clever design keeps the statue safe. The statue was built in pieces in France. Workers shaped thin sheets of copper by hand. They hammered the copper over wooden molds. The copper skin is surprisingly thin. It is about as thick as 2 coins. Yet, together, it forms a massive figure. The work took many years to complete. Skilled workers labored in a Paris workshop. Piece by piece, the giant came to life. Crowds came to watch the statue rise. Parts of her towered over the Paris rooftops. People were amazed by her enormous size. Finally, the statue stood complete in France. But her true home was across the sea. Now came a very difficult challenge. How do you move a giant statue across the sea? The answer was both simple and clever. You take her apart into pieces. Workers carefully separated the statue into parts. They packed her into many large crates. There were more than 200 of them. A French ship carried the crates across the Atlantic. The long journey was not easy. Storms threatened the precious cargo along the way. At last, the ship reached New York Harbor. Crowds gathered to welcome the famous gift. The statue had finally arrived in America. But the statue could not stand up yet. She still needed a strong base to stand on. And that base was not ready. France had built the statue itself. But America had an important job too. America had to build the pedestal, or base. The pedestal was a huge stone platform. The statue would stand on top of it. Without it, Lady Liberty could not rise. But there was a serious problem. America did not have enough money. The project was in danger of failing. Many people did not want to pay for it. The government would not give enough funds. The great gift might sit in crates forever. The statue needed a hero to save it. That hero would not be a rich king. It would be the ordinary people. A newspaper man decided to help. His name was Joseph Pulitzer. He owned a popular newspaper in New York. Pulitzer made a bold and public promise. He would print the name of every donor. Even people who gave a few coins would appear. His idea touched the hearts of ordinary people. Poor workers, children, and families gave money. They gave whatever small amounts they could. Thousands of people sent in tiny donations. Together, these small gifts added up. The people had raised enough money. This was a beautiful and powerful moment. The Statue of Liberty was saved by ordinary people. Freedom's symbol was funded by the free. With the money raised, the pedestal was finished. Workers began to rebuild the statue. They put her pieces back together. They built her up around the iron frame. Slowly, Lady Liberty rose once more. This time, she stood on American soil. The official opening came in 1886. It was a day of great celebration. Crowds filled the harbor to see her. Boats crowded the water around the island. People cheered, and cannons fired in her honor. A parade marched through New York City. At last, the Statue of Liberty was complete. She stood tall and proud in the harbor. Her long journey was finally over. Near Liberty Island stood another famous place. It was called Ellis Island. It was a station for arriving immigrants. For many years, ships brought millions of people. They came from many different countries. They were searching for a better life. As their ships entered the harbor, they saw her. The Statue of Liberty rose before their eyes. For many, she was the first thing they saw. She became a symbol of welcome and hope. She promised a new start in a new land. She told the tired travelers they had arrived. For these newcomers, she meant everything. She used to be their very first sight of America. Her image stayed in their hearts forever. There is a famous poem linked to the statue. It was written by a poet named Emma Lazarus. Her words gave the statue a powerful voice. The poem is called The New Colossus. Part of it is carved on a bronze plaque. The plaque sits inside the statue's base. The poem speaks to the tired and the poor. It welcomes those who long to be free. It offers them hope and a new home. These words shaped how people saw the statue. She became a mother of exiles and immigrants. She opened her arms to those in need. The poem gave Lady Liberty a deeper meaning. She was no longer just a symbol of friendship. She became a symbol of welcome for all. The Statue of Liberty has changed with time. When she was new, she was a shiny brown. Her copper skin gleamed in the sunlight. But copper changes when it meets the air. Over many years, it slowly turned green. This green layer is natural and normal. This green coating actually protects the copper. It shields the metal underneath from damage, so the color change was not harmful. Today, we know her as a green statue. It is hard to imagine her any other way. Her green color has become part of her identity. She used to be brown, but now she is green. Time changed her appearance completely, yet her meaning has always stayed the same. A statue this old needs careful protection. Wind, rain, and salt can cause damage. Over time, parts of her needed repair. In the 1980s, a huge project began. Experts worked to restore the aging statue. They wanted her ready for her 100th birthday. Workers replaced her old worn torch. They repaired her inner iron frame. They cleaned and fixed many other parts. The restored statue looked strong once more. She celebrated her 100th year in 1986. People around the world honored her. Today, experts continue to care for her. They protect her from weather and age. They keep this national treasure safe. Today, the Statue of Liberty is world famous. Millions of visitors come to see her each year. They travel from every corner of the world. Visitors can take a boat to her island. Some people climb up inside the statue. They can look out from windows in her crown. In 1984, she received a special honor. She became a UNESCO World Heritage Site. This recognized her value to the whole world. She appears in films, photos, and art. She stands for America in the minds of many. She also stands for freedom itself. But her deepest meaning goes beyond one nation. She belongs to everyone who dreams of liberty. She is a gift to all humanity. The story of the statue gives us many lessons. The first lesson is friendship. She was a gift between two nations. True friendship can create something beautiful. It can last for many generations. It can inspire the whole world. The second lesson is the power of ordinary people. Regular people gave their coins to save her. Together, their small gifts made a big difference. The third lesson is hope. Her torch has welcomed millions of tired travelers. She has offered them light in dark times. The simple takeaway is this: freedom, friendship, and hope are worth protecting. When people work together, they can build something timeless. Vocabulary, meanings and examples from the story. Symbol, a thing that represents an idea. Example, she is a symbol of freedom and friendship. Harbor, a safe area of water for ships. Example, the Statue of Liberty stands in New York Harbor. Sculptor, an artist who makes statues. Example, a talented sculptor took up the challenge. Torch, a light that you carry in your hand. Example, in her right hand, she lifts a golden torch. Tablet, a flat piece of stone or metal with writing. Example, in her left arm, she holds a stone tablet. Engineer, a person who designs and builds structures. Example, Bartholdi needed a brilliant engineer. Framework, a strong structure that supports something. Example, it was a strong iron framework inside the statue. Pedestal, a base that a statue stands on. Example, America had to build the pedestal or base. Donor, a person who gives money to help. Example, he would print the name of every donor. Immigrant, a person who moves to live in a new country. Example, it was a station for arriving immigrants. Restore, to repair something and make it new again. Example, experts worked to restore the aging statue. Liberty, freedom from control. Example, she belongs to everyone who dreams of liberty. Grammar tip, use to. Explanation, we use used to for something that was true in the past, but not now. It helps us show that things have changed. We often use it in stories about the past. Example 1. She used to be their very first sight of America. Example 2. When she was new, she was a shiny brown. Example 3. She used to be brown, but now she is green. A simple way to remember: use used to for past habits or old situations that have changed. The Statue of Liberty is more than metal and stone. She is a symbol of freedom, friendship, and hope. She was a gift shaped by dreams and shared across an ocean. Ordinary people helped her stand tall. Millions of travelers found hope in her light. She has welcomed the world for over 100 years. So, here is a question for you to think about. What does freedom truly mean to you? If you enjoyed this story, please like this video, share it with a friend who needs to hear it, and comment below with one lesson you will carry with you. Subscribe to English via AI for more real stories that help you learn English, one journey at a time. Keep learning. Keep building.